Hi, my name's Tim Ralston and we're back looking at the project that I'm continuing with in the roof space of my cottage in Wales, and quite a tricky prospect of trying to build a party wall between me and the neighbour. Currently the roof space is just wide open, so there's no fire protection or privacy, and I want to make use of this room because there's a lot of space up here. But the old beams are quite complicated and not straight, obviously not parallel necessarily, and there's a lot of fiddling around. So I've given up woodworking for part of the day and I've been dressmaking instead, making templates out of cardboard so that I can more easily cut the plasterboard. And if you look at over here, we'll see that some of them are quite complicated. The roof trusses are different in different places. There's some quite complicated cuts here. So what I've done is I've made cardboard templates for each panel so that I can then, as you can see here, fit plasterboard. There's a nice neat fit without any gaps, and that's going to be important when the building inspector checks out that the wall is sufficiently fireproof. There can't be any gaps or whatever in it. So if I go next door, you can see here that I've actually now fitted some of the panels. Got them pretty neatly fitted in. I'm pretty happy with that. It's going to be difficult to plaster because it's right down into the eaves, and I'm leaving a small gap there that I can get in and out of. So hopefully I'll only have to climb down through the neighbour's roof space once, if I can get him to agree to that. Ultimately, I'm hoping to create a nice working space, either for guests to sleep in or an additional office space, fly dining room if I'm lucky, man cave. I've got some floorboards here that aren't fitted yet. They're just there to help me create some workspace so I can work in here. And the next job is going to be then to increase the depth of these trusses so we can get some more insulation in there. But for now it's doing dressmaking with the plasterboard and cutting out the plasterboard in quite complicated shapes so I can fit it neatly into the roof space. You can see here there's an additional support in the way that made fitting the plasterboard around that beam even more complicated than the rest. But we're making progress, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish the plasterboarding on this side by the end of the day, and then I can carry on with perhaps even some insulation. So the uprights in the stud wall are 600 centres, which means that I can take standard board and cut it in half, and then I can take my templates and cut the shapes I need. So I've got a board here that's the right height for the longest length up to the top of the corner, and I've got my little dressmaking template now that I can cut out and hopefully end up with a perfect fit. That's better.